With us today in the HAR-TV studio is Councilmember Bradford, who was first elected to Houston City Council at-large position 4 in 2009. It's so nice to have you with us today. Bring us up to date. What are you most proud of your first term of office?
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here, and thanks to HAR for all it does to improve the quality of life here in Houston. We've had some up moments and some not so pleasant occasions on council, in my view, in the first term around. We actually have done some things in the area of tightening the belt and reducing the city expenditures, I think, which gets us closer to where we need to be in this economy, to not put additional taxes, fees, and permit requirements on citizens and businesses. I think the city of Houston tends to over-regulate on this. Simply too many fees, taxes, and permit requirements in the city of Houston. So we can curtail some of that and allow businesses to operate with a free rein to the extent possible. We should be better off as a city.
Very good. One of the things I remember we talked about, and I appreciate what you shared with us a week or so ago when we last visited with you, and that was about your image of the council member being like an ambassador for the city and being more involved in economic development. So tell us a little bit about your thoughts on that.
Well, clearly the Houston City Council is the board of directors of a $4 billion corporation. And I think that it is incumbent upon us to seek input from business representatives and determine what can we do to influence the growth of businesses here, to enhance our economy here, and as ambassadors elected by the people to bring greater good to the city of Houston, we cannot forget the business industry. And I think we do a better job sometimes as ambassadors in this area than others.
Many of our members know you as Houston's long-serving chief of police, appointed under both Mayor Bob Lanier and Mayor Lee Brown. Tell us about some of the public safety initiatives you're undertaking to help Houston's neighborhoods.
Well, one of the critical components of public safety has to do with juvenile activity. You know, after-school programs are effective crime prevention strategies, and I think that we have to work hard to make sure that the library department and the parks department, because they are in the after-school program business, that they get the resources just as strongly as the Houston Police Department gets, because I believe that after-school programs ran effectively are just as important as hiring additional police officers and putting additional police officers in the field. But public safety is a community responsibility. The officers can't do it all. It takes businesses and citizens as well to step up to the plate and fulfill their responsibility. Houston and Texas are doing better than many other areas across America, but nonetheless we have to stay diligent and make sure that we know that 4 million people in the Houston metropolitan area requires attention each day. We're not going to wake up any day and everything is okay. But we have to have a department that we can be proud of, a department that is trusted, a department that is professional, a department that is well trained, and we have that in Houston. I'm very pleased with Mayor Parker's selection as police chief here in Houston. I've known Chief McClellan for a number of years. I think he is doing an excellent job as police chief. If I were to rate Chief McClellan, I'd give him a grade of an A, maybe an A+, but that's my score.
Well, I know that public safety is so key to the economic growth of Houston, so you're right, we have to stay diligent about it. We can't take our eyes off it.
Many businesses look at the public safety issue in an area when they're considering relocating. Transportation, the quality of the public schools, and crime issues, those are at the top of the list. And I'd venture to say that the public safety component, we have a grip on that here in Houston. The transportation piece, I think we are working on that. We have an intermediate plan in place, I think. The public school systems, we're still grappling with that piece. We have a huge public school system here and several school districts, about 17 school districts inside of Houston proper with hundreds of thousands of students, but we're working on that. But I think once we get the transportation piece taken care of, the public school system piece modified, I think Houston will have all the ingredients that goes into the formula, which makes Houston truly that world-class city.
And a great place to call home.
Absolutely.
Councilmember Bradford, you're also known as being a great promoter and advocate for Houston's business community. So tell us some of your ideas to help stimulate the growth of business and industry in Houston.
Thank you. The business of local government should be the delivery of core services, and in this context, it is water, garbage, infrastructure, and safety services. Anything outside health and safety, I think we should allow public sector to do that. As local government officials, we should be consulting with the business industry anytime we're going to modify policy or ordinance or implement a new policy or ordinance and determine from the industry. The industry should have broad substantive input as to how a new policy or a modified policy will impact industry and business. We do that sometimes here, we don't do that here sometimes. I try to be the voice on council to always throw up the flag and say, wait, how is this action we're about to take is going to impact our business community here? Because I want Houston and Harris County to continue to grow and lead the nation as Texas has done for the last 3 or 4 years.
Thank you for being with us here today, Councilmember Bradford. Is there anything you'd like to share with our HAR-TV viewers?
Thank you. I would say to the Houston area realtors, thank you for what you do. You do a lot to improve the quality of life here in Houston, Harris County, Texas. I really do appreciate that. You're top shelf, #1 in my book. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you. If real estate is your profession, then politics is your business. I'm Dana Kervin with the Houston Association of Realtors.